Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to the LIPSEY'S Aim Higher podcast. It's SHOT Show Day 3. We're with Phillip Harding. Phillip with 2 L's, right?
Yes,
There's
indeed.
only one on his badge. He's very upset about that.
Get it fixed, marketing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Phillip's with Burris. Sorry, did I say that already? Gosh, it's like we're getting long in these podcasts. But
day 3 is kind of rough.
took a few minutes to come over and talk about what we have in front of us here, and I just took a peek, and so did Brandon, one of our sales guys. Again, running the camera. Thank you, Brandon. I think "holy crap" was what came out of my mouth like
every time you pick
when I fired it up. Yeah. So first of all, how's the show going?
Been constantly busy.
Yeah.
We're doing fantastic this year.
Good.
Got a great new booth design. We're now well within the Beretta set of booths.
Yeah.
Because, we're a Beretta family company.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people realize that, but as we get closer and closer, we're now booth to booth right there with a walkthrough into the Beretta booth.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Didn't realize that. I knew it, but I guess I didn't realize it.
Right. So you've got 4 products. Are all 4 of these new at SHOT this year?
These are all
right now,
spanking new for SHOT.
Cool.
This guy got released January 3rd, and the other 3 launched Tuesday.
Well, let's get into it, man. Let's we'll go from small to large.
Indeed.
In order here.
So I've got the Fastfire C holding up in my hand here. It is a micro compact red dot sight. So this is going to fit on the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, the Hellcat Speed 365s, all those little micro compacts.
It doesn't weigh as much as a casino chip,
It's less than an ounce.
Yeah, to put it in context of where we're at. I mean, really, it's about maybe that. Maybe.
Yeah. So polymer housing, hence the weight.
Yeah.
We actually kind of found that
That's cool.
the polymer, with the little bit of give that it's got, it actually protects the lens, which is a glass lens for better optics. So it actually protects the lens a little bit better than aluminum does.
Because it has give.
Exactly.
It's just
got a little bit of give, a little bit of bounce back.
Interesting.
Whereas the aluminum just kind of crushes.
Right.
And stays bent, just like a can.
Right.
You crush an aluminum can, it's the same sort of concept.
Yeah.
We put some rugged ridges here on the front there. So when you need to do a slide manipulation or something with your little pistol there, you can do that without touching the lens. So you sit there and you look at the profile there.
Right.
There's no glass seen.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very, very rugged, very, very durable, and again, that glass lens is going to cut down on a lot of the bluing, a lot of the parallax that you get out of some of the polycarbonate micro red dots. We've been working on this one for quite a while, so for it to finally come out, we're pretty doggone happy with it.
That's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice. I like it.
Click adjustments on there, and runs off of a 2032 battery. No shake awake, because it actually doesn't even need to shake awake. It just stays on. It's always on functionality on this guy. Yeah, so it's going to stay on for 25,000 hours, which I think is something like 3 years.
Right.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on all the time.
Yeah.
It'll always be ready for you. The brightness system that's on there is called Burris Intelligent Auto Brightness. Just stays on all the time, and when you put it in your holster or in your bag, nightstand, whatever it is, that brightness setting goes down to an extremely low power state.
So
and that's how we're getting
it adjusts to ambient light?
Exactly.
Basically? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. You want to check this out. This thing is, lightweight, compact. I mean, it's exactly as you explained, and for its intended use, in a small carry gun. It's great.
Yeah, and at a price of $229, it's pretty easy to pick up too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into these. These are exciting.
Next one is the Veracity PH. So we kind of blew everybody's mind with the Veracity PH last year in a 4-20. New for this year, we upgraded the optical design. So the 4-20 is now a little over an inch shorter.
Yeah.
For the exact same magnification range. We added a reticle illumination in addition to the heads-up display. So I've got some images we can always show folks later when you take a look on the website. See that digital reticle.
Yeah.
It displays your point of impact distance in the scope. So as you're dialing this turret, it's going to read out,
I can see
6 MOA, I'm
Right.
actually at 323 yards. So having that unique to your cartridge ballistics that you'll load in with the Burris Connect app via Bluetooth, that's all going to be 100% accurate for whatever your conditions are, whatever your cartridge is.
Yeah.
And of course, you can just change it on the fly. Put it on a different rifle, rebarrel your gun, move the scope to a different gun. Whatever you do, you can just 30 seconds later have a new ballistic profile on the scope, and fully accurate.
That is really cool, and I'll tell you that like the heads-up display in there, it's compact and incredibly visible at the same time. It doesn't get in the way of the sight picture whatsoever.
Indeed.
But man, and it's bright, and I wish I could show it on camera. Maybe maybe if you've got some stills, we can include this down the road.
Absolutely.
Or we'd love to have one of these. We could do some reviews on it, take it out, and we could get some good camera work with it too.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys want to do that, that'd be that's
In addition to that 4 to 20, this one here is a 3 to 15. So we brought it out in 2 new magnification sizes in this 3 to 15.
Yeah.
And there's also a 2.5 to 12 for your compact guys.
And the size, and we'll get onto this one too. This gets a little bit bigger, but I mean the size of this is very reasonable. The size and weight of it. Love the knobs. I mean, super easy. Super easy to manipulate. I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So the next
This big guy here.
This big guy. So this bruiser here, believe it or not, it's gone on a diet. It's much slimmer.
Yeah.
Slimmer, sexier. This is our 6th iteration of the Eliminator. So the Eliminator series has been our rangefinder integrated and ballistic compensation integrated rifle scopes.
Yeah.
Fire the range signal. Again, it knows your ballistics and will light up a drop dot that you'll hold over for your to engage your target.
That's cool. I mean, that's what I noticed when you're like, "Hey, push the button." Well, I'm looking like a normal scope, and you're like, "Turn it on."
No,
I'm
yeah.
like, "Whoa!"
Turn it on. You're really gonna lose your mind.
Yeah, red dot appears, and again, it's a very similar heads-up display as the other, inside, and really cool.
Yeah. So our previous generations of Eliminator, they just gave a range and a wind call, and they lit up the dot.
Right.
This one gives so much more than that. So not only are you getting your range and your wind call, you're also getting a bubble level in there.
Yeah.
You can change different styles. You're getting your cartridge ballistics. It will give you the velocity and the energy of that projectile at the distance that you've just ranged. And along with that, we've got what we call the shot call indicator. So hunting is what this is primarily meant for.
Sure.
And we do get a lot of folks that are trying to stretch their legs and get out there, but we don't want them to be unethical about it.
Right.
So we have that shot call indicator in there that allows a user to set a energy or velocity threshold.
Yeah.
So let's say in Colorado, we have Colorado Parks and Wildlife recommends 1,500 foot-pounds for an elk. So you can set your threshold to 1,500 foot-pounds, and if you range a target that is beyond that, it's going to give you a big red X saying, hey,
really?
Don't shoot that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hunt up, get a little bit closer, and then try again and take your shot. And as soon as that red X goes away, good to go.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'll tell you what, and the technology is amazing. And what you're fitting in these size scopes now, as you mentioned, slim down a little bit. And we get into the night, night.
Thermal.
Thermal. Thank you. I know. The technology being packed into these at this size and weight and everything now is exciting. It's a healthy scope. I mean, but still, it's
30 ounces.
Comparatively to where we're going, it's just kind of fun to watch all this stuff get smaller, lighter, and just way more technologically advanced.
Absolutely.
Good job, Burris.
Yeah, absolutely on that guy.
This guy's cool.
This thermal, this is our 3rd iteration of Burris thermal. So it has the exact same industrial design as our version 2. We've made some really awesome software-based enhancements to it, as well as added a new resolution. So all of our thermal had previously been 400 by 300 resolution.
Yeah.
And the rifle scope form factor specifically, so this one that you're holding here in your hand, is also going to be available in a 640 by 480 resolution.
Wow.
For $3,500.
Wow.
So at that resolution for that price, that's actually kind of a really big deal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Additionally, with version 3, we've added a few more color palettes, and the really cool piece is we've added outline mode. So that's going to anything with an edge on it. As you're looking through your field of view, you're going to get a nice bright white outline.
Yeah.
And that's going to really make your targets pop out from the brush. What I've noticed, because we're in Colorado, we do a lot of coyote hunting. And if you're looking at a stand of trees, you kind of see a white blob flowing through the trees. You're like, oh, what is that? Is it a coyote? Is that a deer? Is that a pronghorn?
Right.
Who knows? But now that I've got the outline, I can very, very clearly tell, oh, that's a cow.
Right.
Oh, that's a coyote.
It defines the animal. Wow, that's interesting. That's really cool, man. I'll tell you, Burris has been a household name for a long time. but these products just keep elevating. I mean, they just keep moving up the ladder. I mean, these are strong. This is a strong lineup.
Yeah.
Continuing to make improvements. What else you got in the booth? I mean, you got these 4 rock stars here, but anything else new?
The only other new for 2024 is our signature HD spotting scope. We did a redesign on it. It used to have these rough and fine adjustments on the top.
Yeah.
Now it's got a big center focus wheel. We also changed the color. It went from brown to a nice forest green.
Yeah.
Integrated ARCA, and we've had the unique Fastfire mount, little red dot mount on the side of the scope.
Yeah.
Make it easier to glass with and put the dot on it.
Right.
And then when you look through the spotting scope,
right,
your target's right there.
Yeah.
Instead of the dedicated Fastfire mount, we made it an M-lock slot.
Ah.
So now you've got your M-lock, you can put even more than just a Fastfire.
Right.
But we're actually kind of curious to see what folks do with it besides just mount the red dot. We include the red dot plate in the box with it. Really interested to see what all folks attach to it. I've seen some folks get crazy with spotting scopes. You know, you've got all your rail systems and whatnot around them.
Right.
Put the thermal next to it, their night vision, their range finders. Who knows?
Loading them up. Yeah, that's fantastic. Listen, man, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you took a few minutes out. I know it's a busy show. It's hard to get away from the booth sometimes, but I've really enjoyed putting my eyes on these and checking these out. These are 4 heavy hitters right here. Yeah. This guy, small and mighty, maybe not so heavy, but still very, very cool. I mean, I can see this in my future here real soon. So availability on all this stuff?
That's the really, really cool part is every single piece here. These are all production units, so we do have inventory on hand.
Yeah.
We're looking at full availability before the end of Q1. So
cool.
I think it's January on this guy, February on this guy, February on this guy, and this guy's shipping now.
Cool. That's awesome. Phillip, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Guys, you know where to find Burris, and you know where to find Beretta. Not too hard on social media. What's Burris social media? Probably
Burris Optics.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, all of them.
Yeah.
You know how Facebook is these days. You got to look us up directly.
Yeah, believe me, we know that. And you know where to find us, of course, at LIPSEY'S Guns. So thanks, everybody. Until next time, aim higher.